So today, welcome to Taraji Eco Farm. Today we are at Kandiege. What do you call your farm?
This is Eridi farm.
Eh?
Erideli.
Eridili.
Erideli farm.
Erideli.
Erideli farm.
Okay.
Located in West Karachuonyo Division, Rachuonyo North Sub-County, to be specific, near Kandiege Primary School and Center.
Yeah, so this is Eric, and today is going to show us around his farm and also tell us about very exciting plans of what he's planning to do in the very near future of having a training center right here in Kandiege. And you're all welcome to come and learn as much about learning farming as possible. So, Bwana Eric, you can go ahead and show us around.
Welcome. So this farm a few years ago, it was just an open place. There was nothing here. We tried to do crop farming, but because this place is very hot and the rainy seasons are very short, the crops are not doing well. And so we decided, what else can we do in this farm? Yeah, we started with dairy unit, which peaked for some time. It worked, but we faced one major challenge. There was no fodder. So we used to buy comarots, we used to buy hay at very expensive prices. So then with those challenges, we decided, what alternatives we have with the facilities that we already had in place? Then we started goat farming. So right now it might not be the best farm, but we are improving, we are setting up structures, we are growing fodder for our goats. In the near future, we want it to be a model site for training farmers locally. And in this region, we want people to embrace farming, especially the Gen Zs, to develop much interest in farming. So this is going to be a model site for them. It is going to be an integrated project where we'll be keeping goats, we'll be keeping cows, and chicken.
Okay.
And also fodder production.
Okay.
So welcome.
And also, maybe before we go on, you can tell the viewers that you currently have small East African goats.
Yes.
And actually ready for market. So if you're looking for, if you have an event or you want to start keeping the small East African, it's actually a very good way to start learning keeping goats. Yes. Because the small East African is very, it's local to this area.
Yes.
Before you bring in any foreign, what we call breeds.
Yes.
So you can, if you're looking for goats, small East African goats to either for meat or just to keep or to start learning about goats, Eric is the right person.
Yeah, so this place we are planning to do more fodder.
Yeah.
The other side we are going to do comarots.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why it's still left open.
Okay.
Yes. This parcel of land is around, it's approximately 7 acres. So far we have done around 4 acres of fodder, mainly Super grass, Pachon. We also have some little sun, and we plan to do pomerots and bracharia. Now, in the past, when we didn't know what farming was all about, we were just going to the shops and buying seeds, and then we come and plant them.
Yeah.
So we came across this one that was sold to us. That
maybe you can come and focus on it.
This one was bracharia.
You can see what was sold to him as seeds for bracharia.
But again, after trying to take care of it, we realized that it was not growing much.
Yeah.
So it's like we had wasted our money. Yeah. You know, the seeds were very expensive, the labor costs and other inputs. But again, we had to leave it. Yeah. And so now, at least we have learned from various organizations, including Context Solutions. And so we are doing the right thing. We're now planting the proper fodder for our livestock.
Yeah, which you're actually going to see from there. And you can see the land is quite expansive. It's not a small piece of land. It's quite expansive. However, the point there to note and to stress on is the importance of training. I think for any goat farmer, not even just training, just even networking and maybe visiting other farms and getting as much knowledge as possible before you go into this venture. You can see how much it costs, Eric. I'm sure it's a lot of money. Even time, just to plant this grass to grow, maybe you need like 3-4 months. There's an issue of water over here, so you have to wait until the rains are there. So it's we apologize on behalf of the company that sold you the fake seeds.
So this is the second paddock. You can see it's newly plowed. We have just planted our Super Napier grass, probably 2 weeks old. Yes. So it has germinated very well. In between, at least we have also planted maize for our own consumption in the farm. Huh? You know, if you are doing farming, you also have to eat well. So this maize is for us, not for the livestock. But Supernepia, yeah, but by the time this thing establishes, then we'll also be ready to harvest our maize. So that means the second, after harvesting the Supernepia, we'll not plant maize here again. So it's just for a short period. And it's also going to help us to take care of our Napier grass because they'll be weeding maize. There's so much interest in maize in this region. And so they'll also, by the time they're weeding that maize, they'll also be weeding the Super Napier. Yes.
I think this is almost this is an acre.
This is slightly more than an acre. Slightly more than an acre. Probably 1.2. Yes. Yes. Mm. Yeah. Okay.
How many weeks or months is it?
This one? This one has not stayed for long. Hey, is it even 2 weeks? Probably less than 2 weeks. The good thing with this region, when it rains, the plants go very, very fast. Even the weeds, they grow very fast. So this one, we should be weeding. We are just late.
And that is yours too?
Yes. You're going to see all that place, don't worry. You never expected something like this in this region? Because if you look at the neighboring farms, they're not doing anything similar to this. People are used to, growing maize and beans, and that is it. You can see at least the neighbor is trying a different thing. He's trying cotton, which is good.
I think the other point that you said is if you look at your farm, and you look at the neighboring farm, the difference is people are not thinking commercially.
They are not thinking commercially.
They're still growing things the way our parents use, just for, it's called what?
I'll use the term maybe traditional, the traditional way of doing things. Yes, we were born here, and we know that the only crops that grow in this region are maize, beans, probably millet. Even sorghum does not do so much well. So people are used to that. But I'm looking at farming differently because I've interacted with so many farmers around. I want to specialize in livestock farming. Yes.
The same thing we do at Rajeko Farm. We live in a neighborhood, in a village like the way you're living here, and we keep on insisting on just thinking commercially. In this day and age, you cannot survive the way your parents survived. You have to eat and then make some money on top of it. Yes. Which is a very good way for this farm to actually even teach the people around.
Okay. One of the major challenges we are facing when we are growing this fodder is that we don't have laborers. The young people who are supposed to be working the farms are into other things. Probably mostly they're doing border business. So you tell someone, okay, with this section, we are paying you this much. They think it's a lot of work and it will need a lot of energy. So they're not into that. So that's one of the major challenges we have faced here. Weeding the crops is a problem.
Yeah, I think it's across the whole country. Labor, especially people to work in the farms. People don't think it's either they think it's too much hard work, or it's not cool, or they just want very fast money.
Yes, quick money.
And sometimes they even end up stealing from you.
Yeah, at one point we were forced to buy a machine, just for cutting the grass in between, to let the Super Napier grow, because we could not get laborers. So we had to devise a method. So it was not very effective, but at least it helped us in reducing the weed. Yeah. Okay. Hakuna. You need tractor. You need tractor. But now, plowing is not even a major problem here. You will plow. But weeding is a problem. The other problem that we might probably face in the near future, a neighbor suffered from it. People might tend to steal the fodder during dry season. So they don't want to plant theirs, but once yours is established, they come and steal. This is what you're saying, it is overgrown. At least we managed to weed this small section. That's why it has grown so well. But again, the problem with here, when it rains, they grow very fast.
Just a point to note that you can see the overgrown napier, because that's what they're using for seedlings. Now, what is the rate to that much? You can use it for seedlings.
Yes, we bought the cuttings the first time we were doing it, and we got the cuttings all the way from Eldoret. We had to transfer them from Eldoret. And then, so once we have established this, we are using it now to plant more sections. Okay. This is, they call it Panconium grass. We picked just a few cuttings from the neighbor.
This is not napier grass.
This is not napier grass. The neighbor gave me a name that it is called Panconium. Panconium grass. So just use a few splits, and you can see it has generated a lot. So you can even use this now to plant more sections. It's called Mombasa grass. Oh, wonderful. Yes.
It's called Mombasa grass. This
is also super neighbor. At least we got one neighbor who managed to do some small section of it. It's doing very well. This place is generally dry, and we're just from a very dry season. But you can see the super napier, the way it is doing. It has now performed beyond our expectations.
Without adding any manure into it.
We are not adding any manure. We just planted it. Anyway, we had not plowed this place for so long. For around 2 years, we have not plowed this place. So we just planted the super napier, normal cuttings, no fertilizer, no manure, just the cuttings, and it has gone this way. Yes.
And the other thing to mention is that I'm not sure at our farm we cut the super napier at this stage, at this height. I wonder whether that's the correct way.
I think it's the correct way.
We don't let it grow.
Yes, it's the correct way. We should also be cutting this, but because neighboring farms people have not plowed, we also allow our goats to graze there, so that by the time they're plowing, which they're already doing, then we'll bring our goats back. They'll be grazing in the farm, not in the place. So that's when we'll start cutting. Probably in the next 1 week, we should be cutting our napier grass. Yes. We are in now. We are in September.
Yes.
So basically, they are born from mid-August. They have not stayed here for so long.
These are crosses.
These are crosses. Yeah, these are crosses.
The smallest African and the Gala.
Yes. Look at that one. Very beautiful.
And when you cross the Gala and
the East African,
you get bigger body.
Bigger kids. But we realized one problem. We faced it here at one point. The in-kid for the small East African, whose back was the Gala goat, it was so big that could not be delivered. We almost lost that doe. Yes. So I had to call someone at least to try to save the goat, but we had lost the kid before it was born. It was big. It could not hold it. Yes.
That's the thing I was thinking about, because you already have some small African to sell. Someone can come buy the female from you and buy a Gala back, and the goat is going to be good, big bodied and
but
and all that.
But they need to select the at least the bigger East African goats, and then they're just good to go. But for the smaller ones, there's that risk. The kids will be so big before they're born, and if the farmer is not careful, might end up losing the dog. Yes.
Training again.
Yes.
Training again. So,
actually, not even training; it's experience. What you see at the farm, and what you have undergone, the challenges you face them in the farm. Yes.
So, maybe you can let the viewers know how long you've done goat farming.
We have not done this for long. We started in late 2022. We just went to the local market, bought the smallest East African goats, around 20, brought them here, and then fed them well. Bought the East African bucks. We tried a bit breeding, but we realized that the kids that were being born were very small. I remember one of the days when the farmer told me a very funny thing, that hii mtoto ya mbuzi mzaliwa inakaa kama actually they were twins. Zinakaa kama paka. They were so small. Zinakaa kama paka. And I was like, oh, funny, how small were they? They're that small. Yeah, these ones are, they are so small. But within a short period, we even lost them. Yes. So that's the disadvantage of the East African goats. Yes, they are versatile. They can eat anything. They can survive in this harsh climate. But again, as a breeder, it will take a very long time to do proper breeding and get the right products for the market. So then that's when we made a decision to look for gala bucks, at least to do crossbreeding. And the results are good. Yeah, we have sold quite a number. We have given out to the farmers around, and they are doing well. Yes.
Is there any gala kid over here? Or they are all crosses?
No, they are gala kids, but they have gone out in the field. Probably in the next few minutes or hours, they'll be back.
Yeah, we have compared the two. We
Yes,
have
yes,
actually
yes.
and compared the two.
They're even enjoying that salt.
Yeah,
This initially was meant for cows, but for now we are using it for our goats as we plan to improve it. It will be the training unit in the near future. So this is the normal salt blocks that we got from the agrovet. There are quite a number for our goats. And then this one up here is the mumps. Basically, it is a salt that is made of urea, molasses, and minerals. So we use it at least to get more nutrients for our goats. So once they are from the field, they have eaten very well. Before they go sleep, they take a little bit of mumps. And so to complete that nutrition, that's why we use it. Now,
and just before you go far, I need to mention that it is what? It is made by one of the members of the gala group.
oh, all right. Yeah, actually, there's a beauty of working together, not in isolation. So through networking with the farmers from this region, we managed to get this salt from one of the members, and it has really assisted us. So as a farmer, you need to be very creative. Goats like mumps so much. So this one is a little bit expensive. It's not a very cheap thing. So if you just allow the goats to lick it, probably 5 goats can finish it within 30 minutes. And it's very expensive. So we developed a system to give the farmer very easy time in administration and also to control its consumption. So we created some form of a pulley system here. As you can see here, this is just a rope. We release it this way and let the mouse go down that way, that way. So at that level, many goats can lick it. And then we put it that way. We lock it that way. So once they're done, we again pull it up that way up to this point. So goats cannot reach it. It's just a simple system.
We want to demonstrate the importance of genetics, especially. These are crossbreed between the small East African, big-bodied, and the Agalabac. So maybe Eddie can explain to us further because you can see they're different ages. You can see how big this one is. So I'm really interested to know how old they are, the two of them.
Yeah, this one probably is around 2 weeks old. I managed to be here when it was being delivered that day. This is the doe is the smallest African goat. The back, Gala. So it's a very nice product of crossbreeding. This one probably also less than a month. You can see it's bigger than the other one. So maybe the other one took more traits from the doe. Yeah. This one took more traits from the back. So it's bigger. So this is to encourage farmers that whatever you have, the resources that you have, you can start small. You can even start with the smallest African breed, and then you keep on improving. Yes.
And the effort you're making as farmers from this area is that in future, if you want goats, you don't have to go very far. There'll be a network of farmers around Nyanza who can actually supply you with the goats, proper breeders. That's why you actually do this.
Yeah, so as a farmer, especially in this region of Karachuonyo, before you start any form of farming, be it poultry, be it goat keeping, ensure you have adequate source of water. And by source of water, You may decide to get water from the county. Nowadays, it is reliable. It's coming to our various homes. Or you can harvest rainwater and keep in your farm. So you harvest during rainy season, have enough tanks, store the water so that you can use it during the dry season. So that is also one of the areas that in the past we used to have a lot of challenges. We used not to have adequate water, and so we're buying water, and water is very costly. A jerrycan of 20 liters used to cost us around 30 shillings. And as a farmer, if you're keeping large number of animals, you use a lot of that. So we decided to invest in water harvesting and storage. So our farm can hold probably around 70,000 liters of water. So during rainy season, the water is adequate. We use a lot of that. But during dry season, now we use the water that we had stored. In this part of the country, if you don't do that, then most probably you might fail as a farmer. So animals need clean source of water. So the rainwater is stored in these tanks, big tanks. Then from these tanks, they are pumped up. There are two more tanks up. So they're used both for our domestic consumption and also for farm use. So from those upper tanks, all the other tanks in the compound are filled. So we pump it up once, and then now it flows through gravity to the other tanks in the compound. Yes.
There's actually more tanks. So this is where it pumps the water from. But there's another, is it 2 or 3 tanks behind there?
There are quite a number. But the bigger ones, the bigger ones are two. Probably 10,000, and then we also have the smaller ones, the 3,000, around 3 of them. There are quite a number of tanks. And then there's another 10,000 the other side.
So you can actually picture in your mind I don't think we've really shown you exactly how big the farm is, so that you can appreciate the extent of this farm. It's about 7 acres. You've seen where they planted the fodder, and we've actually worked was around 1.5 acres, another 1.5 acres, and then another, I think, more than that behind there.
Yes.
So it's actually expansive. The farm is actually expansive, and the plants Eric has for this farm are huge, and we'll always keep on visiting Eric and updating you, especially on the training school, because that is something we really like him to achieve, and also be able to train a lot of farmers out there so they can actually get the knowledge he has on not only goat farming, but you hear the plans he has on a bit of chicken farming and also dairy farming. So
yeah, so this is like our starting point. We start from somewhere. We have a vision. We really want the young generation to embrace farming, and so we are here to help. We also need help, and the help we get through networking. So we have got the society that is being formed. We have so many WhatsApp groups that we belong to. We gather a lot of knowledge, and then the knowledge that we get, we use it to improve the farm.
So just before you go, I know you're asking yourself, where are the goats? And so let me ask him, where are the goats?
All right. Now it is a fairly dry season, so they're out there in the field, in the bushes. They're eating there. Then they'll be brought back now to the farm. So normally we do that from around 10, 11. They go out in the field, and then at around 3, they are driven back, and then they can now consume water, mineral leaks, and all that is there in the farm.
Yeah,
yes.
So, and as Taraji from we actually have for goats, and we'll actually record that when Eric gives us the goats. We hope they're healthy. At this point in the video, I'm not going to say anything until I see the goats. So I know if he's done a good job taking care of them. However, before you go on, I'd like to bring in Context Solutions, who's been a big part, making sure that Eric and I meet.
So to the viewers, it's me yet again, and this is the power of the networking. So I'm here as part of that, and that's why I never had much to say. But welcome to our potential training ground. Maybe the next 1 month, we should be seeing you. Welcome.
Enjoying the
So finally the goats are here. We actually wait because they go to graze at some point in the morning. What
Yes.
time?
Yeah, they leave this place around around 11. They go to graze. Right now, I think it's almost 3.
Yeah.
They come back, and if you feel that they're not well fed, they still go out again. But by around 5, they should be back and ready to get into their goat house.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see the number of animals, the number of goats Eric has. It's
Mm.
a mixture of Gala goats
And the East African.
and the East African.
The East African are the majority for now, though we are improving.
But you are here for a back and 2 doors, so we'll get into it now.
All right.
2 days old.
Very, very nice. One that I saved here, I think it has gone up there. Yapa. Watu tunajienjoy na yeye. We are enjoying our game here. Very strong back. Feeding ndio sasa mtafanya vizuri. You know here the problem, the challenge I'm also having in the farm. Food's about resources. Kama huyu sana sana